Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I am Josh.
And I'm Ross.
And today we're here with round 2 of the Love Milwaukee series. So just a quick update on where we're at here. We reviewed 3 of the other beers in this series in our last episode. This next one is going to be the continuation of that series. As a reminder, this series is all about celebrating diversity groups combined with, their love of beer here in the city of Milwaukee. So we've got some great diversity-focused groups that kind of paired up with some breweries in the local market that put out kind of a unique 6-pack of diverse, different types of beer that they wanted the community to try. And this is a way to promote those groups and what these folks are trying to accomplish here in the community. So really
It's
great
awesome.
cause.
It's so
really awesome. So, Ross, what's the first one we're trying?
First one we got is Milwaukee Loves Supporting Women. So this is an 1840 brewing company with Girls Pint Out, and I apologize, is also with Barley's Angels. So both groups are basically about forum for discussion, education, and fun for women around beer. It's kind of to introduce women to beer, educate them on how to brew, it's just beer education for women. They're great groups and everything. I think it's awesome that they have this. So what we're drinking here is a Scottish ale brewed in rye barrel or brewed with rye.
It's not rye barreled. It's just brewed with rye malts, I'm guessing,
Okay.
and grains. So.
And this comes in at 5.5%, which is kind of a nice middle line beer. So
Yeah, the only Scottish ale in the bunch,
Yeah.
as they are diverse. Let's get a little nose on it. Ooh. I kind of like that. There's almost a sour note to the nose with this.
I'm getting sour. I'm getting kind of sweetness from the rye, I think.
Yeah, it's almost it's somewhere in between. Yeah, sweet and sour. There you go. It's like chicken McNugget sauce or something.
Just sweet and sour.
Yeah, I don't know. It smells good though. There's a little bit of that hint of like rye malt in there that I'm getting. It's got a decent nose. I mean, it sounds like a pretty standard. Does it sound like it? I don't know. It smells like a pretty standard Scotch ale.
Exactly, yeah. So.
All right,
Let's
give it a go. Cheers. Ooh,
it's good. Almost a hoppiness to it at the end.
There's a little bit of bitterness, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In a good way. It's subtle and it's not like a punch in the mouth hoppiness. It's almost like a comfortable hoppiness. And I know it sounds weird. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's there, but it's not like overpowering. It's not sharp. It's tasty.
It's really light on the front end. Mid to back end of the beer is where a lot of those, more maltier characters of the Scottish ale come through. And I think that rye note really comes through towards kind of the back end of the beer. And you get that bitterness, which kind of lingers on it. But it's a really, really solid beer.
Yeah, I really enjoy this. This is really good. I would absolutely drink this again. So.
Yeah, nice work, 1840. Yeah. And thanks to Girls Pint Out and Barley's Angels for helping put this together. That's really good stuff. By the way, we will put links to all of these different diversity groups into the description of this video. So if you're looking for information on them, what they're doing, or to contribute to their cause, we'll have that all in the description of the video as well. So up next, we have our second to last beer in this series. This is Milwaukee Loves Cultura. So this is a compilation with Component Brewing Company and HPGM, which is the Hispanic Professionals of Greater Milwaukee. So they're all about providing support for the Hispanic community, showcasing different talents, and providing their professionals with different levels of support across the community. So another great cause here in Milwaukee for the Hispanic professionals community here in the city. So this is an interesting beer. This is a Paloma Goes brewed with grapefruit, blood orange, mango, and sea salt. So this is going to be, I think, kind of fits into that
sour.
Kind of fits into that nature. So this comes in at 4.8%, and we'll get a little nose on it here.
A little hazy as you can look at it. I mean,
yeah. I'm hoping that salt character comes through pretty well.
Man.
Whoa. The salt actually is strong.
There's the salt strong. There's a citrus. I think it's the grapefruit that's really coming through there.
Yeah, the grapefruit citrus notes, a little bit of mango, those fruit characteristics, almost like a little bit of the orange, I think the blood orange in there coming through. But the salt is like pungent.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely getting salt, almost like on the rim of a margarita level of salt on the nose.
Yeah, pungent in a good way. Like
yeah,
it really comes through, and it really makes it kind of like it smells refreshing.
Yeah.
So
I'm interested to try this.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Oh my god.
That's tasty. Oh.
The salt.
Keeps going.
Yeah, the salt is just there.
Yeah.
Salt, salt, salt.
The salt and the grapefruit really come through. The mango and the blood orange is pretty subtle. It's there. It's really that sea salt with grapefruit coming all the way through, which makes it's tart.
It's very tart. Very tart, very sour. Similar to the nose, the salt is there, like I said several times.
Yeah.
This is a very like tropical-ish drink. Like, you know, I could see this, you know, eating this. I could see myself eating this. You know, drinking this with, you know, some solid, you know, Hispanic cuisine. Out for a night, something like that. So it definitely fits the cultural aspect to this.
And the funny thing is, I actually look at this more of like a post-dinner drink because it's pretty overpowering. Everything. If I were to like to eat this with,
eat it.
Crap. If I were to,
it's been a long night, folks.
If I were to drink this like while I'm trying to like eat my meal, I feel this is overpower over meal I'm eating. I think this is really good to have after the fact over meal I'm eating. I said it right.
You did.
I feel it'd be overpowering, and I mean, like it's such a tasty beer. I don't want whatever I'm eating to take this over. I'd rather I like the flavor of this, where I don't want anything to interrupt that.
That's fair. Yeah, this is really tasty.
It is.
If you don't like sours though, you're gonna hate this.
I would agree. It's a sour beer. It's very tart. The salt is very prominent through, but it's really tasty. I very much enjoy this.
I'm not a huge sour fan. So I probably don't like this as much as you do, but I still think I can appreciate this for what it is. It's really well done. Yeah. So good job, Component, and thanks to the HPGM group for helping put this together. So what do we got last?
The last beer we have here is Milwaukee loves the AAPI community, which is the Asian American Pacific Islander community. So this is brewed with Gathering Place Brewery with Elevation, which Elevation is amplifying the vision and voice of the Asian community. And to speak on freely, in the last year plus 18 months, I think it has become more prominent and more important. So I really appreciate everything this community is doing, everything they're trying to do right now.
Agreed.
But the beer we have here is a pale ale, and this is brewed with Thai basil and lime, and comes at 4.8%. So low ABV, kind of a sessional of beer.
Yeah, interested to try it. So let's get a little notes on it. Yeah. Ooh. You definitely get that lime note.
Yeah. And the basil's coming through too. It's kind of got that herby kind of.
Yeah, there's an herbal note to it, along with the lime for sure. It smells actually really good though.
It smells refreshing.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's give it a go.
All right, well, cheers.
I'm not a huge fan of this. Of all 6 beers, this is probably the one that I'm the least fan of from a beer perspective. I just don't like the way it finishes. It's not the way it starts, it's the way the beer finishes, and it's just kind of, it's almost like a dark like char note almost out the back end of it that I'm not a huge fan of. It really sticks around on the palate too, like it's not going away.
It's not like, it's pretty good. I'm not blown away by it. I think it's tasty. Being a pale ale, I don't expect a lot of hop characteristics, but it's almost zero hop coming through. Very much that basil. I think the basil is very overpowering.
It's the herbal note to it that I'm tasting.
It's surprisingly like heavy and thick as you drink it too.
I love the uniqueness of it. I will give it all the credit in the world for that. but I'm not a huge fan, honestly. Definitely not my favorite one out of these 6.
I'm enjoying it. It's not, I mean, of the 3 we have here, I think this is probably my least, but it's still good. It's different. And I love the diversity of it. I love it's different. It's something unique. I probably won't get this again. So
no, absolutely. Yeah, super unique. Very, very interesting addition to the series. Yeah. And I think it absolutely has a place here. So
overall, I think the series as a whole it's really awesome. I think it's great. I think the beer. I love the fact it's 6 very, very different beers. I think they did a great job with each one. Like kind of just being very. It's its own thing. It's great.
The message of the series is actually what matters the most.
Exactly.
So when we think of these beers, it doesn't really matter. It's the message that they're portraying and trying to get across to the community. And any way we can help do that, we're absolutely willing to do from this channel. So great work. A lot of great community effort here. Thanks to all of these groups, these breweries, for putting this stuff together. This was really cool. We were glad to support them.
Absolutely.
We got a couple 6-packs of this, actually. You brought a few. Just because we want to support all the great things that are happening here in the Milwaukee community. So good job, well done. So for us personally, our little touch point here, check us out on the rest of our social media channels. We're going to keep beer review videos coming. We'll have some kind of more review-focused videos as our next video is coming out. But check us out on the rest of our social media. We're on Facebook, on Untappd. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're obviously here on YouTube. If you've tried any of these beers, let us know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe on everything that you're seeing here. That little subscription bell is what helps us keep this channel going, whether you like it or not.
Hopefully you like it.
Hopefully you like it. More coming here as we get into stout season and all the great beers that come around the area in the wintertime here in snowy Wisconsin. So looking forward to all of those and looking forward to seeing all of you in a future episode. Thanks a lot.
Have a
good one.
Thanks. Bye.